Crossfire with Femi D Live.
A very good morning to you and to yours this very lovely day. How are you today? Hope everything is going well. The weather has not changed his mind. If it's a human being, help us beg him or beg her. If anybody knows anybody that knows how to beg the people that used to beg the weather, I know they used to hold rain, but I don't know. Is there anybody that knows how to hold sun and high temperature? Please, your consultancy, don't worry about your source. We will manage the source right now. We need to reach out to you. If you know anybody that knows how to hold hot sun, hot walls, very, very hot rooms, hot parlors, hot living rooms, we are making an appeal on behalf of everybody. There, we are willing to pay consultancy money. Just adjust this weather small. Well, these are the things we talked about for many years. Climate change is really kicking in different ways. And I hope you're doing your part to reduce carbon emissions that somehow, some way, come to hunters as we have it. And if you have the chance to have space in your yard for the growth of some sort of tree, please do. You need to get as much fresh oxygen as you can, okay? It won't be a bad plan at all. Welcome to the show today. I'm glad to join in. This is Morning Crossfire on our Dry Info. I'm Femi D. Amelem. Let's check in with the papers as we have the stories from at least 5 papers that you will be excited to know about and make your comments known.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I'm ready. Let's take on the biggest debates on radio, provide insights, experience, and build an unforgettable discussion together. I am Femi D. Amele.
All right, then, welcome to the show this very morning. Let's review some of the big stories as we have them across the papers. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on our Dry Info are here. No, we're here essentially. When I mean, you see only me, but we are plenty that gets this work done. We're here to inform you of the headlines, okay? And let's go through some of them as we have them for today. Already people are responding to what I said. Femi, just manage the sun in Abuja. Oh, Zara is like hell. That's according to Michael. And then somebody else also joins. He says, good morning, Femi. We hope that NLC has done what will save Nigeria. Yeah, that's what your message is about. But the papers now. Let's go on to the likes of leadership and review some stories they have there. Federal government takes steps to crash the cost of drugs. UK security levels why Prince Harry lost court challenge. And then Kano University mounts CCTV to check exam malpractice. Pharmacists Lord NAFDAC PCN over relocation of Kano drugs market. Many killed in attack on Chadian security agency. PLWDs, Senate considers sanction against heads of MDAs. Tinubu inaugurates e-market portal for women March 7. Wike to commission Africa's biggest water park in Abuja. Make out-of-school children commission work. Panic grips Ondo residents over resurgence of kidnap cases. What is the naira worth? Assembly speakers back states police. Nigerians rally support for INEC despite criticisms. I'm ready to account for my stewardship, ex-Kwara governor. Speaker Abbas seeks training for lawmakers. Focus on addressing Rivers APC crisis, not Fubara, youth leader Stel Okocha. Aspirants urges Oshomole, Izeyamu and others to work for Okpeboloho. And then, still with the news now, economy. Adebayo dismisses article suggestion of Argentina as model. All right, I think this, okay, just one more or two. Tinubu off to Qatar for business, investment forum, and others. 375 NSDP cadets undergoing sea-time training, says Nimasa. MTN blames voice and data services downtime on fiber cut. Yes, by the way, MTN had a terrible service yesterday. Terrible service, I must say. And I'm sure Quite a number of people experienced it yesterday. Let's hope he's back in full. Now, moving on to the Sun now. Banks to block accounts without BVN NIN as deadline elapses. The consequences of poultry sector crisis. NAFDAC's ban on sachet alcohol. What Senate will do on state police. Adara Modun, and spokesman on this. Nigerian banks as CPs of corruption. And building an inclusive Nigeria that will be fair to all, says Tinubu. Other stories of interest this very morning from the Sun as well. What Senate will do on state police. CEPP queries inclusion of Tinubu's two sons in Qatar's delegation trip. Obi urges journalists to sustain efforts to safeguard democracy. Silva, APC, closes petition against Diri after 52 witnesses. MTN explains reasons for Wednesday's hours-long network outage. All right, well, Rep OK's 446.34 billion naira budget for FRS. Federal government eyes 22.82 billion US dollars investment from 51 oil fields, 987 wells. All right, that's that from the Sun. Now let's check in with the Nation. Presidency plans executive order to cut prices of drugs. Two foreigners held for forex manipulation. NLC cannot be compelled to work with other unions, says Ajeru. That's the NLC president. First Lady inaugurates Women Agricultural Program to boost food production. Severe fire caught disrupts telecom services. Severe fiber cut, I beg to say. 75% of passengers' boats on Lagos waterways not seaworthy, says NIWA. Rivers governor expresses confidence in president's agenda. Federal government to establish 24 skills innovative centers across country. Tinubu, we are laying solid foundation for restructuring. Tinubu built for Qatar today. Federal government insists on rejig of agencies will lead to job cuts. Nigeria's economy is not in a mess, says diplomat. While federal government will move against Binance and others, Onanuga speaks about this. Senate throws out bills seeking to include Anambra among NDDC states. Trust Ekong Koi on Osimhen's future in Italy. How Nigeria can attain $1 trillion US economy by man. CBN OK's 15.7 million US dollars forex sale to 785 BDCs. Apapa Customs make 16 billion daily. All right, well, these are stories here and there as you have them from the Nation. And now to the Guardian. CDHR decries delay in Bamishe's case 2 years after brutal murder. Reps asks Nursing Council to suspend certificate verification of nurses. You'd also find no NLC protests in Enugu as police restrict workers. Two Binance officials detained in Nigeria, according to Financial Times. Average price of cooking gas. Okay, let me just take that again. Average price of cooking gas, of 5 kg cooking gas, stood at 5,139.25 in January, as according to the NBS. Blackouts, residents, businesses in dire strait over high tariffs on electricity and generator use. MNOs sees 1.62% growth as tech adds 16.6% to GDP. Senate probe of Buhari's government 30 trillion naira loan at Jakarta still. Nigeria spends about 50% of oil earnings on production costs. Chad government on alert after attack on security services. How federal government threatened, intimidated us to suspend nationwide protests by Ajero. BDC operators defied FCT authorities despite office demolition. 36 assemblies to endorse state's police bill, says Oyo Speaker. Crypto platforms suspend USDC purchases after CBN scrutiny. Okay, there's also Tinubu pays condolence visit to Akeredolu and more. Self-proclaimed Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh dissolves. All right, well, these are stories to follow through on as we have it for today from The Guardian. And now to Daily Trust. Let me round off with this. SIM NIN leakage. 11 million subscribers face blockage today. NCC orders MTN Glo to block SIMs without NIN. Federal government recruits 2,497 doctors and others. That's Japan. Nigeria takes action against wildlife trafficking. Kano government uncovers 68 illegal layouts. Reps dismiss petitions against NPA MD over alleged 178 billion naira bad debt. EFCC confirms probe of 7 custom officers for alleged 12 billion naira corruption scandal. Hardship, I feel your pains, Tinubu tells Nigerians. On Rosoyen report, we won't throw people into labor market, says federal government. And then mixed reactions trail Tinubu's approval of Rosoyen's report implementation. These are part of the stories you find across the papers for today. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire. Watch your #1 talk station of the nation. Nigeria Info. Every day of the week, Mondays to Friday on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
All right then. Well, we're ready to take on your calls. We ask of you to be truthful, factual, and follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. Okay, as we go on listening to you, do remember there are other people also waiting to use the line. So please be considerate and the length of time and in being punchy about your points that you do have to convey to us this very morning. The lines remain 080-9597-4869. That's 080-9597-4869. And if your WhatsApp is 080-999-30137.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Good morning, Clara to Femi Demele.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning, Nigerian Info family. Oga Femi D.
Nam.
Now, LFC is supposed to complain for it. No be me and you we carry 6 packs now.
I did not complain. I just said people who know the weather, Terminator or thermometer, they should talk to him. I'm not complaining.
I know sleep inside though. Now front, I just come because I dare not. Please tell your brothers in AADC to give us light, please, Oga Femi, please. Haba, this punishment not too much now.
You can't
keep anything inside it. You cannot keep anything, store any food, anything. Haba. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. This is very sad, wallahi.
It is completely sad, and I have good reason to reach out to some of their bosses later on today to ask more about this. All right, thank you so much for your view. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning. Dr. Femi Diamale. How's your lovely spouse?
Well, she's doing fine.
Thank you. Nice to know. I greet Tenembo Pekin. To please tell his father, beloved father, Nigerians are suffering. And we don't know why Mr. President is still attached.
Oh, that does stay true. Okay, let's give another line a try. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Dr. Kennedy.
Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Omotayo, reaching you from Galadimawa.
All right, welcome.
Yes, Dr. Femi D. I said, firstly, how would there be light in a nation that we claim is developing, a nation that we claim the president is working really hard, and then we cannot even coordinate our electricity supply yet? People are still complaining. Well, a lot of us has gone solar. I installed solar. If anybody needs solar system, they should let me know. Then that's by the way. Dr. Femi D.
Or should I bring my wire? Should I bring wire?
Bring your wire. I will talk for you.
Go on, please.
Okay, so the president is traveling to Qatar for another business discussion. Mr. President, don't forget, all the ones you have traveled for before now, they've not yielded any fruit, and that is because the problem in Nigeria has not been solved. And these investors know very well that they cannot invest in a country that seems as though they are fighting war on their own land. So that is that for now. Now, Joy Ajero, I'm hearing something like he said how government intimidated and forced them to stop this protest. Look, you see, when I came out yesterday and I was complaining that the NLC president is supposed to carry people along. If you are representing Nigerians, let Nigerians know. The moment the government threatened you, you are supposed to let Nigerians know. You see, this is the problem we have been facing. When leaders will claim they are keeping informations, that they are acting on the best of informations, and then at the end of the day, it doesn't favor the people. You see, they should stop this thing they are doing. They know what they are being political, and we don't like it. That is why I'm saying I am skeptical about the leadership of Joy Ajero at this point in time. If you know you cannot uphold the rally, then don't even do it at all.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
Let's
I
know
do.
what we are doing.
Thank you. All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, family.
Welcome.
This is brother. My name is Asan Katame Dola, local government, national state.
Yes, sir.
Number one, I agree to you, I agree all the caller. I want to assure you, we must control pain in this country because they are so bad. I can assure you, anybody that think President can do anything for him is lie because the offense that we commit from God is too much. The sin is too much. So let's pray.
Who's sin?
That our country is better. Because there's no food in the country. Bye-bye for now. May God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Dr. Mrs. Olibra did write in on Facebook. She's writing, by the way, from Ori. She says, President Tinubu begins 2 days visit to Qatar. Is this government sincere in cutting down high cost of governance? Is it following the rule of law and due process? Is it patriotic? The president has said he is to travel with 22 people. Why all this number of people? Is he exemplary? What are his two sons going to do there? A lot of questions begging for answers. Moazu Jola Sisi from Jigo Buhari says, good morning, Dr. Femdi. Can you please call NCC to arise and do their work? MTN, Glow Mobile, and Nine Mobile are all a disappointment these days. What can we ever get right in this country? And then I'm seeing Chiemeka G. Edwin. It says, good morning, Femdi. I hope the NLC president followed President Bola to his trip. God will save Nigeria. Anslem Chukuka says, good morning. Oriyoye Joshua says, good morning, FMD. Well done. Emperor Malinga Audu says, no, sir. I don't think you feel my pain. Good morning, sir. Femi D, the economy of the country is not in a mess, says diplomat. The problem with these politicians and big men is that they don't care for the masses because the government is taking care of their bills when the common man cannot be sustained with 30,000 naira minimum wage. Emperor Malinga Audu says, heat everywhere. Ha! AEDC, what a guan. Lizzie Omochide says, good morning, great job. That's what you do right in. I can make room for one more call if I just quickly before the break. Good morning.
How are you?
I am okay, but barely can hear you.
Is it okay?
No, it is not. Oh, it is not. I'll be taking a good number of your credit if I say it is. All right. Well, let's just hold it back together and see how through we go through a lot of this. Okay, quite a number of things to look through as well. We'll review a few condolence visits the president did make, including to the wife of the former governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, also Abaseki and Asu holds briefing on how to pacify Philip Shuaibu, right? That comes up as part of the conversation that has been built up right here on Morning Crossfire for today. These and more are part of the things not to miss out on when we do come back in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll pay more attention to what is being said and what you're saying. It's Thursday's edition of the show. And we'll be fine. Stay with us right here on Nigeria Info.
Abuja, get ready for I Beg to Differ debate.
I feel optimistic to lend my voice, especially at this challenging time when indiscipline in schools reigns supreme.
People, especially students, have used this opportunity as an excuse to become lazy.
The premium brand debate of young stars exclusively on Nigeria Info FM, Abuja.
Students are becoming over-reliant on AI tutoring systems.
The competition is here and they are ready for the showdown. The winner wins 1 million naira and participates in the grand finale with students from finalists around the country. Be part of the debate through sponsorship. Call John on 0803700 3120 or Femi on 090 888 51856.
In conclusion, AI isn't all good or bad. It depends on how we use it.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.